last week you learned about shapes. And for most of you, it was a review. You didn't necessarily, you might have learned a couple of new names. But we see shapes everywhere. And I love seeing the pictures that you sent when you found shapes. Well, we're going to expand on that some this week. The shapes you learned about last week are called 2D or two-dimensional shapes. So like the number 2 and then the word dimensional, but we say 2D. A two-dimensional shape, see, it's got 1, goes up and down, and then it goes side to side. 2 goes 2 dimensions. A two-dimensional shape is also flat. And even though this doesn't have sides, it still kind of goes up and down. And you can clap if you're holding a two-dimensional shape in your hand. But now let's look at this. What shape is this? A rectangle. And this Bible, you see lots of rectangles on it, don't you? But this is actually called a rectangular prism, and it's something called a 3D shape. Because just like this paper rectangle, it goes up and down. It goes side to side, but it also goes front to back. It pops out at you. That's what makes it 3D. If you've ever gone to the movie and put on those special glasses and then it looks like the things are coming out of the screen, they're called 3D images because they have depth to them. Now, let's take and try the clap test again. So once again, you see my hands can just smush right together. But let's look at this. I see up to down, I see side to side, it goes backwards and forwards, and if I hold my hand flat, I can't make my hand fully come together because it's a solid piece. That's the difference in two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. Okay, so is this 2D or 3D? Very good, 2D. What about this? 2D or 3D? 3D. And how about this? 2D. What about this that I used to erase my board with? Also 2D. How about my marker that I have to erase? It's 3D, isn't it? So, 2D, 3D. And that's your lesson for today. I'm going to also show a cute little video with some of the different 3D shapes and their names. And then you can do something similar to what you did last week. You can either tell me the 3D names of the shapes that you showed me, like if you showed me a thing. Like for example, if I had shown this Bible and said, this is an example of a rectangle. And then I learned that it's called a rectangular prism, you can tell me. Or you can find something like the ball and say, I found a sphere. And don't worry, you'll learn all those names in the thing. But honestly, I don't even care if you know the names. If you just want to take a picture of a 3D object, that's just fine too. Y'all have a great day.